LiAngelo, the son of LeVar Ball, the person that claims to be better than Michael Jordan, and he seems to be proving that with the average of 2.2 points in college. Well, not Michael Jordan, but other players. He has scored more points in college than Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, Tracy McGrady, Jermaine O'Neal, and Amari Stoudemire combined. He has even scored more points than Skip Bayless, TV personality. Man, LeVar really is the GOAT.
What were you?
Where were you? Did you
Did
you average 1.4 points as a senior in high school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so all of that Pistol P stuff, Water Pistol Pete Jr.
And just carry over the defense and pick it up on that end. He's one of the best guards in the nation, so it's just hard. Well, it's harder on me.
LiAngelo is the least hyped of the three brothers and is easily spotted when he speaks in interviews. Order of the hype of the Ball brothers is Lonzo at number 1, LaMelo at number 2, and LiAngelo at number 3. LaMelo is a good scorer. His jumper is strange like his brother Lonzo's, and out of the three, as I said, LiAngelo's jump shot is the most normal. And with these things happening, you have LiAngelo being the least hype of the three brothers, where Lonzo is the best passer out of the three, but each one of them can pass. I believe that after Lonzo, LaMelo is a good scorer, a good passer, and that LiAngelo has the best jump shot of the three, and that will definitely translate over. You have Lonzo, a lot of people are looking at him like his passing, that's one thing that will for sure translate. A lot of people talk about his jump shot, that is the worst thing ever. He keeps saying if it works, don't change it, and that does work. Different jumper for his mid-range game, because it's pretty much that jumper is his three-point shot. He slashes to the rim, layups, all that other stuff, and usually he's looking to pass. So outside of scoring, you're not really going to find anything with Lonzo. He's definitely a winner. But the Chino Hill boys are the best things to come out of Chino Hills since the Chino Hill State Park. There are flaws in every player's game, LiAngelo and LaMelo especially. He's considered the worst of the Ball brothers, as I've said, and is arguably the second best defender after Lonzo. Lonzo is a decent off-ball defender. On ball, I'm really not sure. We're going to have to see that when he gets into the NBA. And LaMelo, you can see when in the highlights, he doesn't play defense at all. There are times where he gets steals and stuff like that because he's playing the passing lane. But other than that, LaMelo, I really don't know what he's doing on defense.
The ball, right?
Right.
Now, if I drop this hand, right, and he goes up to shoot, I can't get to it.
Right.
But if my left hand stays up, now he goes up to shoot and I challenge. So it's always a left hand challenge on a right hand shooter. Old school, right?
Right.
That does lead to other comments, but for the most part, I believe that all three of them did gravitate towards basketball. Are all three of them the same level? Who knows? But Lonzo for sure looks like he could be something close to Jason Kidd, even though his father doesn't want anybody to compare him to him because of his skin color or something like that, but it's whatever. In LiAngelo's game, people talk about his shot selection and defense, and aside from this, I really can't find anything else on him. His shot selection is just terrible. I'm just going to say that his shot selection is just terrible. And I mean, scouting report wise, he isn't on any rankings or draft boards. And considering what LeVar said, all of his sons are one and done. So that means that LiAngelo cannot go through 4 years, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, stay in college and work on his game to perfect it, make sure it's ready for the NBA. LiAngelo's not going to do that. He's going to be a one and done at UCLA, along with LaMelo, who in a couple of years will be another one and done at UCLA. So with how LiAngelo plays now, he's a 6'6", maybe 6'5", I would believe 6'5.5", small forward, shooting guard, power forward. I really don't know where it's at right there, but I'm just gonna slot him at shooting guard because he does shoot a lot, and it's in the name, but the game has changed so much that shooting guard is not what it seems. Zapsy, LiAngelo plays shooting guard and small forward at Chino Hills. Why are you suggesting that he plays power forward? And this is because the game is changing. If the game was the same as it was back in the days, he would probably be like 1, 2, 3. And that would be pretty suitable for him because he is a bigger guy. He'd probably be bullying some people in the post because that is a part of LiAngelo's game. He uses the post effectively, but he does need to tweak some things. LiAngelo seems like he could become a positionless player, and this is why I'm emphasizing this. Why I also believe that he's the most underrated of the three. With Lonzo, you have his father. He's only going to be the facilitator. He's going to have the ball in his hands most of the time. So with Lonzo, you're going to have the ball in his hands, and he's going to, there are times where it's going to be some off-ball defense. He's going to be guarding some other positions, but other than that, he's mainly going to be the point guard. Into all this hype, but I am making this video because I've been kind of attracted to LiAngelo. I really don't know why. Gay! But from what I have watched, he's had like a couple 50-point games. He's had a 72-point game. I believe he had a 63-point game. So LiAngelo is a scorer or a shooter, whichever one fits him best, because he can slash to the rim. He does get a lot of cherry picks, does do a lot of post moves with the jump hook. As I said, that's one of his go-to moves. And with LiAngelo, it's just really what his game is about, because like 6'6", 6'5", small forward, so you can just bully them in the post, score some easy baskets, and hopefully his game translates over to the NBA. So going back to Chino Hill's highlights, I understand that highlights are only meant to show the good, but you can see the bad as well. LiAngelo utilizes post moves in this game, but he lacks everything that would make him dominant in the league. LiAngelo is the best shooter of the three brothers. As I've said, he has the most normal looking jump shot, and that's not his problem. His other problems are the other parts of his game. So he shoots whenever, if he gets the ball, he shoots it, but this does show that he has confidence in his shot. I remember a time where I didn't have confidence in my shot, and I was constantly changing it one way or the other because I'll probably get blocked once or twice in the game, and I just feel like this jumper or whatever I'm doing in this game is not working. My confidence was low, so at that point I was starting to miss with the jump shot I previously had, so I was just changing it, trying to make sure that it's something that's consistent that I can make every single time. Hopefully you guys understand that, because I really don't know what I was talking about there. But to have is a drop step, a spin move, or a pump fake in the post. LiAngelo has the jump hook. It's not perfect because he uses it mainly with his right hand, and if he works on his left, he'll probably be pretty unstoppable with that jump hook, and that'll probably be the best move for him to focus on. It's very difficult to defend jump hooks. Players like Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard utilized the jump hook, and in their primes they were very, very effective with these moves. Jump hook isn't going to get better if he doesn't work on it, and LiAngelo isn't a flashy passer like his two brothers, but rather he makes the right passes. He passes from the post and finds his teammates in the right spots, but this is only when he's willing to pass the ball. As I've said, if he gets the ball, he's shooting it. So there are times where he'll probably think about passing to someone, and in this moment, in this situation, he's going to make the right pass. So this is one part of the Ball brothers games that they're decent passes. I'm not gonna say all of them are good, great passers. Lonzo seems to be the best passer of the three, as I've said, and maybe if LiAngelo works in his passing, he can be up there with Lonzo. Not as good, not as flashy, but a very, very good passer that defenders will have to get. LiAngelo will get drafted, but I really don't know where. He's not projected to go top 10, but we do have to see how he performs at UCLA. He has had bad games. I believe I saw like something, or like a stat that said 8 for like 34 shooting, and that's just bad. Or it was something close to that, but I put it into the terms, and it was like 25% from the field, and that's worse than my worst in 2K usually. Or if my career player is just having a bad game, or if I can't make a shot on a Hall of Fame, it's worse than that. Usually the lowest I would go is like 33% for the field, because I do try to jack up some more shots to boost up my field goal percentage to about 40% on my bad game. But LiAngelo, work on that jump hook, try and get better on defense, try to be less selfish with the ball, and he might end up having a good career, a long career in the NBA. There's just some things that he has to work on. Please don't take this video too seriously. I did forget to mention some points. I forgot to mention LiAngelo's slowness. I forgot to mention how there is LeVar Ball. But honestly, as I have said, that LiAngelo being the most underrated, the most underhyped of the three brothers, I really don't believe that LeVar Ball will be a problem. LeVar Ball really seems to care about Lonzo and LaMelo, and this is a sad truth. I don't think it's the full truth, but he does seem to care more for Lonzo and LaMelo. Honestly, slowness, he could turn out to be Paul Pierce. A lot of people are comparing him in terms of being able to score, having a strong body, being able to bully small defenders, and I did address this point a lot in the video. This is a video for more. These guys, I believe they're all going to make the NBA. A lot of people saying LiAngelo is not going to make the NBA. He's not on any draft boards or any mock drafts, but he's going to be in the draft. Wherever he gets drafted, it's the team that he's probably going to stick with, unless he wants to go to the Lakers as well. But I really don't believe that all of them are going to the Lakers. Maybe even LiAngelo goes to the Clippers. That would be something. That would be good television. Lakers versus Clippers. You got Lonzo on the Lakers. You got LiAngelo on the Clippers. That would be something I would tune into. The first game, that's something I would tune into to watch. That's primetime television right there. But other than that, I did miss over some stuff. The Big Baller brand, the shoes, how the shoes fit with them, how LiAngelo is going to be in that. If he's going to lose endorsements, who knows? But we all know it's going to be a part of the Big Baller brands. But let's just see how things progress with Lonzo, because Lonzo is the model for the two brothers, the two younger brothers, LiAngelo and LaMelo. So honestly, he has a post game. He can score. Best looking jump shot of the three. Low. He only shoots it from the right on his jump hook. He can use his body to get into the paint. Really, his defense isn't that good, but honestly, looking for a first round draft pick or looking at a first round draft pick nowadays, he could be a late first round draft pick. Look at your draft. It doesn't look too likely that it's going to be a top 10 draft pick. So who knows where he's going to go. If he goes second round, like I said, if the Clippers are there, or some LA team, or some California team like the Kings or the Warriors, that would be primetime television. I would watch the first game, no doubt. But also, guys, please check out my Instagram, my Snapchat, my Twitter, and subscribe for more content from me. Hopefully, you guys check out LiAngelo at UCLA next season, or when the college season starts. I usually don't watch college games. I really don't. And I might start because I really want to break down LiAngelo while he's at UCLA. A lot of people saying he might not start. A lot of people saying he might start, but who knows? We just got to see how the coach plays it.